The CASE Foundation, as Jean has mentioned, we've been focused on millennial cause engagement over the last 10 years. We released a new research report, which I'm going to get to quite soon. And in addition to that support, they've been behind a lot of this thinking and how we're going to have the discussions today. So their team will be here, and make sure you visit with them out in the lounge as well. In addition to the CASE Foundation, we also have a group of other sponsors that have been supporting us too as well, from American Express Leader Stories, as well as Blackbaud and Levi Strauss Foundation, which you're going to hear more about later on, including Mondelez and National Geographic, our hosts. So another round of applause for our sponsors, please. They enable all of us, of course, to get here and have the ticket price that we have, of course, and allow all of us to have these kinds of conversations going forward. So let's talk about today and what our plan is, and we'll get to the research and quickly into Anastasia. So today our plan is we're going to break up some information to you, because I know all of you get a little impatient if we keep you here all day in these seats, as well as online. Well, you get to kind of go around your house, I guess, if you want. So what we're going to do until about 10:30, a little after that, we're going to talk with Anastasia Koo, who's the Chief Marketing Officer of Conservation International. We'll get to Christine McGrath, with Mondelez, as well as then we'll get into our plastics or planet panel, and then end with a conversation. And we'll bring Jean back to have a conversation with Michael Smith as well. So that is going to be a great packed morning. We'll then give you some time to relax a little bit out in the lounge, do whatever you have to do, check those emails if you're not doing it right now. I see some of you. In addition to that, we'll head into the midday, which will talk about social justice issues and topics and bias in America. And then we'll end today with some leadership discussions and around voting and civic engagement as well. So that's our plan. You can be a part of not just today by sharing, but I ask that you help out. I ask that you use our platform, which is Slido. You can go there and put in your questions. Simply go to sli.do. You'll put in cause influence. The questions that you put in, this is the democratization part. You all get a vote. We have that coming up, right? And after that vote, our panelists and moderators, they'll get to your questions towards the end. So make sure you start filling that up, and we'll get to those here online too as well. You can make that happen. So I want to end with one more thing around the research. Yesterday morning, we released the first of many reports. As Jean mentioned, for the last 10 years, we have been focused on how millennials have been engaging in social issues. And we are sort of transitioning a little bit. After 10 years worth of work, we decided to focus even deeper on a certain segment, the 18 to 30-year-old, as we're calling Young America. And in fact, very soon, we will have an intergenerational study of Gen Z as well as millennial in the next year or so. So our study is focused on the influence side of this. We want to get and understand how news and media is changing our awareness and beliefs around the issues and movements that we have today. So we are going to be benchmarking. Yesterday was the first time that we released this research. You can see where you can download it. It's at the main homepage, causeandsocialinfluence.com. And that will be the first of many. Over the course of the next 6 months to the next year, we're going to be doing different aspects, from new qualitative to ethnography. We'll be creating a new benchmark that will launch in January, that on every week you can see the social conversations around the top issues and top movements in Young America that's happening. Will be the resource, of course, for any marketer or communicator, whether it be a company or cause, to figure out where is America on some of these issues in real time. So look for that in January. Make sure you download the first report. It's at the website, causeandsocialinfluence.com. So are we ready to get started? All right. So when we were thinking about who is that first person that we wanted to have a conversation with, and I think it was only fitting that a dear friend of mine, Anastasia Koo, would be that person. Anastasia has been around and behind some of the biggest movements in the United States, especially when it comes to young people as well as just the general public. Now, currently, she's at Conservation International as the Chief Marketing Officer. But before that, she actually was the head of Chief Marketing Officer at the Human Rights Campaign, HRC, and was the individual behind the infamous logo change as well when we had the Supreme Court case. So it was a good decision on all of our parts to try to get her here to have a conversation to set us all off with how do you deal with getting a public narrative out there, especially changing ideas, minds, and beliefs into making our issues important. So I want to welcome a dear friend, Anastasia Koo. Come on out.